What if I told you your body already knows how to heal itself? If only you'd let it. There's a quiet voice inside your body. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you when you're tired, when you're out of balance, but somewhere along the way, we stop listening. These are not miracles. These are nature's forgotten rules. Let's unlock them together. Rule 1. Be still, heal within. In a world that moves faster every day, stillness becomes a radical act of healing. We're always doing, running to work, checking our phones, chasing goals. But your body doesn't need more doing. It needs space. It needs silence. Inside you, there's a quiet intelligence, a wisdom that has repaired every cut, every bruise, every fever you've ever had. But healing doesn't happen in noise. It happens when you finally stop and listen. Meditation is not about emptying the mind. It's about coming home to the breath, coming home to the body, coming home to this moment, just as it is. As the Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Just 10 minutes a day. Sit, breathe, witness. That's how the healing begins, not with more effort, but with presence. Stillness is not the absence of life. It is where life speaks the loudest. Rule 2. Think well, live well. Every thought you think becomes chemistry in your body. Your body listens to your mind like a child listens to its parent, with complete trust. So when you constantly think, I'm not enough, or I'll never get better, your body believes it. It tightens. It shuts down. It prepares for more pain. But what happens when you change the message? When you say, I am healing. I am learning to love myself. Peace is already within me. Your body softens. Cortisol drops. Immunity rises. The brain releases serotonin, oxytocin, the chemicals of connection and joy. This isn't magic. It's biology. And the Buddha knew it long before science did. He taught, we become what we think. With our thoughts, we make the world. So think with love. Think with faith. Think as if your thoughts are seeds. Because one day, they will become the garden you live in. Rule 3. Love yourself like the Buddha would. When your best friend is in pain, what do? You don't judge. You don't rush them to get over it. You sit. You hold space. You offer kindness. But when you are in pain, why is it so hard to do the same for yourself? Self-compassion is not weakness. It's not selfish. It is medicine. The Buddha said, you can search the entire universe and not find anyone more deserving of your love than yourself. So today, be gentle with yourself. Rest when you're tired. Eat when you're hungry. Speak to yourself like you would to someone you deeply care about. Forgive your mistakes the way a loving parent forgives a child. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You just have to be honest and kind. Every act of self-kindness tells your nervous system, you are safe. And safety is the soil where healing begins to grow. Rule 4. Eat mindfully. Heal deeply. These days, we don't just eat food. We eat stress. We eat screens. We eat distractions. Meals are rushed. Phones are scrolling. Minds are elsewhere. But your body, your gut, your nervous system, they need you to pause, to slow down, to actually be present with your food. Mindful eating is not a diet. It's a way of returning to wholeness. When you chew slowly, when you breathe before your first bite, when you truly taste, smell, and feel what's entering your body, your digestion improves. Your hunger softens. Emotional cravings fade. In Buddhist temples, monks eat in silence. Every bite is a meditation. Every movement is awareness. Because the act of eating, when done with reverence, becomes sacred. The Buddha taught, when we eat with mindfulness, we nourish not only our body, but also our heart. So next time you eat, try this. Put your phone away. Take one slow breath. And offer gratitude before the first bite. Not just to the food, but to your body. For being here. For healing. For carrying you through life. Rule 5. Make simplicity a habit. Healing doesn't just happen in the body. It begins in the spaces we live in. The thoughts we carry. The things we choose to hold on to, even when they no longer serve us. Too much clutter, whether it's physical or emotional, becomes noise. And healing needs silence. Have you ever noticed how peaceful a Zen temple feels? Not because of what's there, but because of what's not. Simplicity is not poverty. Simplicity is power. It says, I no longer need more to feel enough. The Buddha lived with only what he needed: a robe, a bowl, and a heart full of compassion. He taught, the less you have, the less you suffer. So begin with one drawer, one shelf, one old belief that no longer fits who you are becoming. Let it go, not to have less, but to make space for healing to enter. Rule 6, move gently, heal naturally. We've been taught that movement has to be intense to be effective. No pain, no gain. Sweat more, burn more. But your body doesn't want punishment. It wants presence. It doesn't heal through force. It heals through flow. A slow walk in the park. Gentle yoga as the sun rises. Stretching your arms like a tree reaching for the sky. These simple movements tell your nervous system, you're safe. And safety is what unlocks healing. In Buddhist monasteries, monks practice walking meditation. Each step is taken with awareness. No rush, no goal, just presence. And in that sacred slowness, the body aligns, the breath deepens, and the spirit softens. As the Buddha said, your body is precious. It is your vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care. So move not to fix your body, but to love it. Move not for performance, but for peace. Healing doesn't require sweat. It requires gentle attention. Rule 7. Reconnect with nature. Nature doesn't judge. It doesn't rush. It simply exists and invites you to slow down with it. The trees don't hurry to grow. The clouds don't stress over where they're going. The river doesn't try to impress anyone. It just flows. And when you walk into nature, barefoot on grass, under a sky wide and open, your nervous system starts to remember. This is home. Science tells us that time in nature lowers cortisol, regulates the heartbeat, improves sleep. But long before science, the Buddha found peace beneath a tree. He attained enlightenment not in a palace, but in the arms of the earth. He taught, live close to the earth, touch the ground. Let nature remind you of who you truly are. You are not separate from nature. You are nature. So today, put your phone down. Step outside. Let the breeze touch your skin. Let the birdsong quiet your mind. Because when you reconnect with nature, you reconnect with a part of you that never needed fixing. Rule 8. Cleanse the mind daily. We all understand the importance of brushing our teeth every day. But how often do we cleanse our minds with the same care? Mental clutter builds up silently. Stress from yesterday's arguments. Guilt from old mistakes. Worry about things we can't control. If left unchecked, these thoughts harden like plaque, coating your spirit, weighing down your joy. That's why mental hygiene is just as important as physical hygiene. Journaling your thoughts, sitting in quiet meditation, letting go of stories that no longer serve your soul. In Buddhist practice, this is called Tam Tin, the purification of the mind, not by force, but by awareness. As the Buddha said, drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise person gathers wisdom little by little. Cleansing the mind doesn't have to be dramatic. Just 10 minutes in the morning. A deep breath. A kind thought. A silent prayer of release. Do it not to be perfect, but to be present. Rule 9. Use modern medicine consciously. Modern medicine is a gift. It has saved lives, reduced suffering, and given us tools our ancestors never had. But medicine is not magic. It can silence symptoms, but only you can heal the root. A pill might calm your anxiety, but have you asked what the anxiety is trying to tell you? A cream might ease your rash, but what is your skin reacting to outside or inside? Conscious healing means honoring both worlds, the wisdom of Western science and the depth of Eastern insight. The Buddha taught balance, the middle way, not extreme rejection, not blind reliance, but discernment. Use modern medicine when needed, but don't stop there. Also breathe, rest, reflect. Ask your body, what are you trying to show me? Because healing isn't just about removing pain. It's about remembering wholeness. And when East meets West, when ancient wisdom meets modern tools, that's where true medicine begins. Rule 10. Trust the healing within. Your body is not broken. It may be tired. It may be hurting, but it is not broken. Beneath every symptom, behind every imbalance, there's a body that's trying to protect you, trying to speak to you, trying to heal you. Healing isn't something you achieve. It's something you allow. It begins not with action, but with trust. The Buddha said, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. And what you think of yourself determines whether you see your body as a burden or a blessing. So today, speak kindly to yourself. Hold your heart like you would hold a child. Forgive your tiredness. Thank your breath. You don't need to be fixed. You need to be believed in. You were born to heal, not through force, but through love, through stillness, through surrender. The healing you seek is already inside you, waiting for your permission to begin. Your body is sacred. Your breath is prayer. These rules are not new. They are your forgotten truths.